our digital transformation team from Convergint, talking about new and emerging technologies in the physical security space. I'm joined today by my good friend and partner, Ryan Sheehy from Meraki. Really excited about our conversation here today, Ryan, and I'm excited to get going with you. Why don't you tell the audience a little bit about yourself and what you do for Cisco Meraki?
My name is Ryan Sheehy. I am the channel account specialist for Meraki, covering our IoT products. That is our cameras, our smart cameras and environmental sensors, working with partners like Convergint to take those products to their customers to provide added value to their businesses.
Awesome, thank you. Well, give us a little bit of background on who Cisco Meraki is and what you guys do in the physical security space.
Yeah, Cisco Meraki. Cisco, obviously a very small company in the IT space.
Yeah, nobody knows who Cisco is.
No one knows who they are. But we are a cloud-managed networking company, and about 7 years ago, we moved into smart camera space, really invented both cloud networking almost 2 decades ago, and did the same thing with cloud-managed cameras. So we manufacture a camera system that we manage via the cloud, and then do things like analytics at the edge, storage at the edge, and really drive that streamlined operation from a camera perspective.
Tell me a little bit about, I'm going to say user experience, because I think a lot of people, as they're thinking about cloud transitions and moving away from legacy technology, modernizing their infrastructure, really what they're trying to do, there's business value and there's all the other things, but really at the end of the day, it's about creating better user experiences. Tell me a little bit about how Meraki enables a better user experience for various different people and organizations.
So from a purely physical security perspective, when you think about kind of the legacy on-premise way of doing things, you really had to go site by site and manage your cameras individually, or if you did have a way to manage those at scale, it was very costly and complex to deploy. And with Meraki, what we're able to do is eliminate some of the added complexity. We get rid of the NVR, get rid of the servers, get rid of the analytics servers, and do as much on the camera directly as possible. So putting storage directly on the camera, putting high quality storage on the camera, putting high quality processing power on the camera. So that way we can access all of that via the cloud and use cloud as a conduit to stream from the camera itself, but still be able to store everything locally and do all the analytics as far away on the edge as we possibly can. That creates a better user experience because we can do things like accessing video footage, streaming video footage, conducting an investigation, doing things like people counting or vehicle counting right there at the edge itself, and I can access it from anywhere in the world, any device I want to access it from, as long as I've got a web browser or a mobile app. I can do that. So from a user experience, it's about giving that data set, whether that's the video feed itself or the analytics, to the end user in a consumable way that is deployed as easily as turning the camera on.
Right. You talked a little bit about the architecture and video at the edge and storage at the edge. Can you unpack that a little bit for us, get a little bit deeper? What do you really mean by that?
Yeah, so inside of almost every single one of our cameras, with a couple of exceptions, actually one exception, we have onboard storage built into the camera. It's integrated solid state storage, so we're not talking about a cheap removable SD card or anything like that. We're talking about high quality, high powered, high endurance solid state storage that gets built into the integrated chipset in the camera itself. That is going to give us up to, in some cases, 150 days of storage, depending on how you're of retention, depending on how you're storing it and using different things like motion retention and stuff like that, directly on the camera without the added server, without the added cost of a server to go and do that. So we're storing it directly on the camera, and then we're streaming that out via the cloud. So I go and access that camera from anywhere in the world using a web browser, and I can see that footage, can go back 30 days or 60 days and see that footage right now in real time from my mobile phone or my laptop.
Amazing. Well, Ryan, I'm going to stop there. What I really want to ask you about is I want to ask you more about the cybersecurity implications of the cloud and how Meraki deals with cybersecurity practices in general. But if you want to see more of that conversation, learn more about the cybersecurity and how that can be impacted in the cloud, you need to go to our website at convergint.com/DT to find that content and join us next week for another conversation where Ryan will be providing a demo of the Meraki portal. And also, don't forget to like and subscribe this video so you can stay up to date on all the new, latest and greatest technology in the physical security industry.